in the shoe department, and they had very good shoes. They had the Red Cross, the Life Strides, which you still have Life Strides at different places. They had Red Cross, Life Strides, and in tennis shoes they had the Keds. You know that
Yes, I know that brand.
they were very
I didn't
up
know
to
that one's
date
been
with their
around.
stuff. You shop there?
No, I didn't know Keds.
No, you didn't shop there. You
Oh
too
no,
young.
I didn't know that. I thought Keds was newer.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. So, how has the downtown area changed? I know you said it's grown up a lot.
Well, yeah, but you see, now that Mervyn Kahn isn't there, Eric Thomas took over and he opened, well, what did she name that? The cross something at Mervyn Kahn. But anyway, it's beautiful in there. He redid the whole entire. I'm so glad I went to a wedding there, and I saw what they did to it. It doesn't look like the store where we worked. I mean, you know, it's completely different.
Did they take off the paneling on the walls? Because I noticed that.
They may have, because it's now more of an antique looking
Yes,
wall.
that's what I thought whenever I went in. It looks older.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice in there, very much so.
So, do you recall living in Rain before air conditioning?
What, honey?
Did you live here before there was air conditioning?
Well, yes, I lived here before there was air conditioning. We had ceiling. We either had ceiling fans or window fan. Window fan was popular. You see, you had your window fan, and you would start it, and it would, like, the way it would like pull in the fresh air from outside. If you'd open the window, that fan would pull in the air so you wouldn't be too hot.
Yeah, I noticed this building has a ton of windows.
Mm-hmm. We see,
Get good circulation.
now there's air conditioning, but years ago there was no air conditioning, and you had to have a lot of windows to open up or you would smother. But then you see, with the window fans, it would help because it would like pull in the fresh air from outside, whatever fresh air we had.
So, did you like to listen to the radio?
Oh yes, I love it. I still do. We still have the radio on. Bernice and I, we would listen to the radio every day. Oh yeah, I like to listen to the radio. And when we first got married, not long after we were married, we finally bought us a TV. That was new. That was wonderful. You know, it was.
Do you remember whenever you got a TV? Do you remember around what year it was?
Let's see, we got married in '54. And we may have gotten one maybe in '56 or '57. You know, 3 or 4 years after we were married.
So, what shows did you like to watch?
Well, we would watch. Must have been. I guess it was really the Grand. I wonder what it was. It's so long ago, but we would watch Buck Owens, you know, on TV. It was kind of like probably the Grand Ole Opry or something. And then we'd watch the cowboy show. We liked oh my God, we liked the cowboy show. You know, you wouldn't remember that. Sunset Carson would play, Wild Bill Hickok and all that. Oh, we liked that. It was something new to us because it was the first time we ever had that, you see.
Where did you buy the TV from? Did you get it from Mervyn Kahn's or from somewhere else?
No, we had bought our TV from Petitjean's. It was named Petitjean's. I forget the man's name. It's so. But we had bought it there. I'm almost sure. I don't remember if Mervyn Kahn's had. They probably had TVs in the hardware, but we had gotten ours before I started working at Mervyn Kahn's. I think. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because I started working at Mervyn Kahn's in '55. I was working at Mervyn Kahn's when we got
55?
Yeah, I started in '55.
So, what do you think is the biggest event that's happened to this town in the last 100 years?
The last 20 years?
Well,
Oh,
last.
whatever. Um, uh, the probably the well, it's the mall. It's not a mall, but where Winn-Dix is built, the big. We have Winn-Dix's. Now we have the dollar store. We have CVS, and there, you know.
Oh, that little shopping
that
center?
shopping center over there. That's, to me, that's the biggest thing that ever happened to. Because you go on the other end and it's like you can find anything you want, you know. You have the gas over there, you have the restaurants.
Okay, let's talk about Mervyn Cons now.
Mhm.
So, what is your first memory of Mervyn Cons?
My first memory of Mervyn Cons. How nice Mr. Leo Kahn. That was the nicest old man you ever saw in your life. That was such a nice man. And we would, I was working in the shoe department, but he was always so pleasant, you know, when he'd walk by and everything. And then in the hardware, I didn't work there, but in the hardware they had Mr. Arnold Kahn. Not Arnold Kahn. Mr. Arnold Kahn had the drugstore on the corner from Mervyn Cons. What was, oh my, that's sad. I call that a senior moment.
I can't remember things either.
I
so-
know, let's see. Arnold, no, I want to say Arnold all the time. It must have been Mr. Arnold. He was, and him and Mr. Barney Foreman, that was his son-in-law, were managing the hardware. They had the hardware department. Mervyn Cons had the shoe department, dry goods department, drapery department. Oh, they had then they had the ready to wear, and then the front was they sell material and stuff, you know.
So they had pretty much everything.
I know they had, and the best underwear. Miss Francis is going to tell you all about that. She's, you know, she worked in that department, but they had the shadow line. That was the best underwear you could find.
You know how hard it is to find like slips and stuff today.
I was telling Francis the other day, I said, I have a pair of pajamas I bought, a shadow line, and it's still not torn. I don't wear it every day, but I'm just telling you, I have one still.
So it was really, really good quality.
Oh, yes, very much so. And then from when I left the shoe department, I helped him a little while in the men's department, but then after that, Mr. Milo Davaval asked me if I wanted to go up in the office, and I did.
How long were you working there before you moved from the shoe department to the office?
Oh, I think I was working there, it might have been 3 or 4 years, I would guess. And I worked there for over 10 years at Mervyn Cons.
So what type of dry goods did this store sell?
Well, I never worked in there, but they did sell material for dresses and stuff like that.
Did they have a lunch counter or anything?
Oh, what?
A lunch counter? Like, did they sell food?
No. We didn't have that. We had to leave the store to go, either go home or go to the townhouse. Used to be, you know, had the restaurant there. Now it's Rain Diner. It changed from
So it
townhouse.
just changed
Yeah,
owners.
from townhouse to Rain Diner.
Did they sell special occasion items? Like, did they sell
Sure.
like wedding dresses and stuff like that? or-
Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, they had wedding dresses. Oh, well, and then they had nice dresses. Oh, let me tell you, the good clothes is what I'm saying. They had a lot of people would leave from Lafayette to come by at Mervyn Cons.
What's the furthest away you remember anybody coming to go to Mervyn Cons?
I don't know if anybody was any further than Lafayette. I believe that people came from Lake Charles. You know, I'm almost sure I heard about that. But as for Lafayette, a lot of those ladies would come. rich old ladies, because the clothes was a little expensive, but you couldn't wear that out. It was.
So did you shop there until it closed?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know, after I left, one of the girls that worked in the clothing department would call me. I'd call her and I'd say, Agatha, I'd want a blue dress or whatever dress I wanted. And she'd go and look and she'd say, well, Velma, I have one. And if she'd say, Velma, I don't think I'd have nothing you'd like. It was no use for me to come because she knew what I liked. That's how.
I have a friend like that.
Oh yeah.
We pick out clothes for each other.
It's true. It's so good, nice to have somebody like that. Because if she would tell me, like, you know, on my noon hour because when I left the Mervyn County, went to work at Rain State Bank, and I'd call her, and on my noon hour, she'd tell me, Velma, I have one. I know you're gonna like it. I'd just come, and in 15 minutes I had my dress. That was it.
Well, that's easy.
I know.
Saves you the effort of having to go yourself and look. And
instead of looking through it, you see, I'd call Agatha, and she'd get my whatever if it's something I like. And if she'd tell me, she says, Velma, I must have nothing you'd like. It was no use for me